only, according to me, is the arbitrary actions and reactions that will continue. You will have RBI banning it, RBI nudging the banks to not even use it. But RBI's stated position is no position today, because then they don't want to piss off Supreme Court, because it will be contempt of court. So arbitrary actions will continue for one simple reason: the crypto industry in India is very, very fragmented. Ashish will give an interview one day to Ashwin of ET. The same Ashwin will call somebody else some other day, and it could be a completely counter view. So the industry has to learn to come together. That's one. It does not done so. So my last article was exactly about that, saying, have any of you written to the bank's consumer grievance committee? Because they're all headed by independent directors and they have to answer you. So these are small nudges that you have to put irritant to the banks. B, for banking, they already are stressed. If you look at each of the banks, the crypto movements are far smaller in their entire balance sheet size. But guess what? They don't want to piss off the regulator because they have their own skeletons on the road. That's their biggest challenge. So banking, and they don't understand crypto, and they don't want to be taking an official stand that we don't understand crypto. Very interestingly, yesterday, HDFC's Treasury Department put out a understanding crypto notification. I don't know if any of you have seen it. And I was reading it and I said, oh man, I mean, you can't outsource content as a bank. If you don't understand technology, you don't outsource it. C, for crypto and consumers, the biggest challenge, the mandate for RBI is consumer protection, or mandate for SEBI. I mean, I'm bringing in SEBI here because all of us think crypto is only currency. In my mind, crypto can be a great securities, which comes under SEBI. So for them, they don't want nuisance complaint of somebody in the vernacular newspaper writing, and somebody writing a chitti to the member of the Standing Committee of Finance saying there's a huge Ponzi scheme in Jaipur or Jabalpur or Trichy where people have lost 2 crores. And it's a big nuisance for regulators. So the best thing is, so the crypto industry have to come together to address this as well. The other C that, which is making a lot of noise, is the CBDC. And what strikes me as amazing is the concept of crypto was not about government. It was about self-governance. It was about using technology, blockchain. So the same RBI wants to do currency using blockchain, but doesn't want somebody else to do it. And this conversation will continue for some. The other worry that SEBI has is probably not given a stated position, is they're worried about debt leverage, D for debt. And which is what my counter argument is. You go to any NBFC, the loan against share trade is far volatile than debt leverage on crypto. So, which again speaks very poorly that if you are, as a banker or lender, don't understand crypto, then how can you actually even price your risk? You have no business giving margin money or leverage against crypto. So this is again a conversation which the crypto players have to educate and take it forward. The other worry, which is E worry, is about end usage fears that the government has, the terror financing and wrong hands, ransomware. It's all, according to me, humbug. I keep arguing that the gold purchase in India is still not even regulated. So you can actually do terror financing by buying lots of gold. Real estate, which is the biggest source of actually fungible money, is not even under Anti-Money Laundering Act. So this, again, the crypto industry has come together and argue for it, saying that you are far, I mean, I keep telling my RBI or SEBI friends, saying it is far more difficult for so-called terror actors to use crypto because every node is trackable. Whereas if I give you a gold bar, you can't even track it. It is gone. Within 5 of us, it has changed hands in 10 seconds. And they don't get it. The F, which is the functionality of usage, I think we'll have to explain to them. Today, I can't go out to a Starbucks and buy coffee because I have crypto or I have Bitcoin. It's ridiculous. I mean, the time it takes for a transaction is much, much longer. So that fear that the regulators have of functionality of its usage has to be demystified. They almost think that you will move all your wealth to crypto almost as if it's on iCloud, and you can leave India and your wealth, thousands of crores, is stashed on cloud. That has to be demystified. And the last one, which is G, the government policy, which actually caught between 2 stools. One, does it come under information technology or does it come under finance? So my last article, interestingly, got picked up by Dr. Shashi Tharoor, who is the chairman of Standing Committee of Information Technology. And I was surprised to see him tag Mr. Jayant Sinha, who is the Parliamentary Standing Committee for Finance, and saying we must have a joint parliamentary committee, JPC. The last time I think we had a JPC for must have been for some scandal, not for. But it's a great idea for the industry to come together and lobby, saying that, you know what, we have to bring digital technology and finance together for a conversation. Because then you're buying more supporters. If you go only by finance, they will talk about all this A to G that I said, and I almost try to kill this. RBI in its mind doesn't understand. So the best thing is, if you don't understand, don't regulate. And that's the easiest. But when it comes to saying the moment government decides we are going to regulate it, then everybody will want to be that regulator. So there is also one more school of thought where they're saying, do we want to create a completely new crypto regulator? And to me, that's a disaster. Because if you have a new regulator and that currency or the securities has to deal with RBI or SEBI, you will go nuts because your end user will struggle with it. So this to me is A to G of crypto. And if we can simplify it, I think we are going to, it is a growing business. It cannot stop. So I like what each of you are doing. I think Siddharth is going to be very, very busy with enough research and advisory. Ashish is going to be busy, I think, with plenty of customers, but keep harping on leverage. I mean, that's what I think the biggest fear of regulators. That chitti going from MLA or MLC or MP to parliament saying, ye mera kharab ho gaya, 10 crore. And that is the problem. I hope, I mean, I kind of summarized it. Over to you back, Ditanshu.